Any way you cut it, working with time in Excel, it's worse than going to the dentist and having a root canal. I'll leave it at that. Compute the number of hours from departure to arrival. It seems easy, can be just a real pain. We're going to use mod. We're going to use if. We're going to come up with the answer, but it's never simple. So be patient as I walk you through some of these time challenges within Excel. Brad Williams, Excel Prime, we're going to be dealing with some time. We have an arrival time or departure time and arrival time. The key thing here is understanding what happens when we roll over to the next day. If our arrival time is later than our departure time into the next day, we need to address that situation. Let's just take a second here and look over here. Talking points, crossing midnight complicates the calculation of the number of hours between two times. This is because normally times that cross midnight have a later start time than an end time, starting at 11 p.m., ending at 8 a.m. You see how that works? When beginning and ending times occur on the same day, it's easy to determine time in hours. With a start time of 7 a.m. and an end time of 3 p.m., for example, the following formula can be applied. Well, it's 3 p.m., which is a number, 6.25 minus 7 a.m., 0.2916, equals 0.33, which equates to 8 hours. This time format is easily displayed using this HMM custom format. Not a big deal. However, two things will get complicated when time crosses midnight. For example, 1 hour, we're going to show, first and foremost, you know that we work in 1/24th segments. We're going to divide a day, or 24 hours by 1, divided by 24, it's going to give us 0.0417 of a day, or 1 hour. If we get to 2300, we're at 9583. When the time crosses midnight, calculating an elapsed time becomes more difficult. For example, if the start time on the first day is 9 p.m. and the end time of the next day is 4 a.m., the end time is actually less than the start time. So the formula returns a negative value, and Excel will throw out a nasty pound error. For times that span a day's boundary, the following formula can be used to fix the issue. 1 minus start plus end. Time on the first day can be added to the time on the second day, which equals the end time. By subtracting the start time from 1, this formula will not work for times that occur on the same day. So we need to use the if function. If end is greater than start, end minus start. Otherwise, 1 minus start plus end. Otherwise, the mod function comes into play. Using the mod function with the divisor 1, we can create a formula that accounts for both examples. Mod end minus start 1. This formula accounts for negative time by aligning negative numbers with the desired positive value using the mod function. This formula does not require a conditional if statement because it can handle both same day and past midnight times. None of the preceding equations can support times longer than 24 hours. See the date and time section below if this is required. Date and time. Using datetime data, which contains both dates and time, can simplify the calculations. Date and time, we're going to have in this example here, we do have this date time here. We kind of have to play around with this. Keep in mind, this is a serial number. If we look at this and just go up here, you can see 47119.28056. Well, the 0.28056 is the time component. So we have this date and time. Using date time data, which contains both date and time, can simplify the calculation of elapsed time. Use a single space to insert a date and time simultaneously. 9/1/2009. Formatting this data with the general format will result in the following value. 47 equals date plus time. You see this? You see we have the date and time So we have this extracted number. The digits to the right of the decimal represent dates time components. You can determine elapsed time using a simple formula once date time values are available. In the following example, the start and end values comprise both dates and time. C5 minus B5 equals end minus start. Combine, use the custom number format. This is critical. If you're crossing over that 24-hour threshold, this will address that concern. You can see time can be a real challenge. We're going to use this long if approach. If C5 is greater than B5, C5 minus B5. Otherwise, 1 minus B5 plus C5. Is 12:41 a.m. greater than 7? No. 2:55 greater? No. 6:29 greater than 6:47? No. 7:44 p.m. 10:46 a.m. Yes. Is 7:44 greater than 10:46? C10 greater than B10? Yes. Notice how is C10, 7:44 p.m. greater than 6:44? If C10, F9, false. So no. And C10 minus B10, F9, is 377, etc., etc. And then here, C5, C11 greater than B11, F9, true. What happens here? We have 1:33 p.m. to 2:37 p.m. You can see what's going on here. It's only counting for 4 hours. 1:33 p.m. to 2:37 p.m. This should be an hour. We have 1:33 and 2:37 p.m. That should be an hour and 3. So let's go here, and this is saying F9, and this is saying true, and it shouldn't be true. Here we have this mod C11, B11. Be sure to check out all of our Excel courses. Excel data and text manipulation. We have an advanced beginners and intermediate course. Excel essentials. This is for individuals new to Excel. We have an advanced, excellent beginners, level 1 and level 2, and intermediate level course. Excel formulas, formulas only. We have a beginner, an advanced, and an intermediate level course. Click on any of the links. There's a short video that explains everything about the course. Check it out. Now, here we see this 40004. Is C11 greater than B11? Yes. What's going on here? What did I say about down here? It's critical that you hit the formatting correct. Here, go to Control 1 and notice custom. We're looking at minutes and seconds. Oops. See how critical it is to be consistent? Here is the exact same. 1 minus B11 plus C11. We formatted it incorrectly. Control 1. Go back up here and hit our minutes. We have 104. See that? Point taken. Sometimes you have to slow down. And I know we're being bombarded from so many different directions that mistakes do happen. Here, what are we doing? We have this date time deal. You see, we have I showed you before, this is just a time. And if we look here, general, we just have this extended number, and the decimals represent, well, time. We're just using the same format. We have a departure time, you're going to say 6:44. That's going to be AM. Why? Because anything over 12 hours is going to go military time. And then 2300, it's like 11:01. That's 16 hours, 17 minutes. Here, we don't have anything that carries over to, well, we do. Notice here, we have 1-1 departure time at 14:48, which is approximately 2:48 p.m. we arrive at 5:24 the next morning. You know, the problem here is we don't account for this crossover. We're going to run into all kinds of problems. Here is the formula. If H10 is greater than G10, use this 1 minus. Well, we have this mod function. We have the mod function over here. Mod C10, B10, it accounts for all of this. It's a great tool. Well, here, it's critical that you include mod whenever you're dealing with time. Don't fuss with this. Really, you don't want to deal with it. Just use mod. It'll save you a lot of headaches. And remember, when you're using this crossover, be sure to format. The format I used is not the correct format. You always want to try to keep this in this HMMS deal. You really want to format everything and bracket it. We're going to get this extended, but you can play around with your own formatting. And here's the mod. Here's the easy way to do it. H minus G. Notice how it's actually is correct, but there's going to be cases where it's not going to flow. Okay, we happen to just be lucky because typically you're going to run into that 24-hour deal and you're going to run into problems. Anyway, there is either a reintroduction, a review, or maybe just everything's new to you and time is something you're going, oh my goodness, this is pretty complex. It can be. I try to simplify it as much as I can, and hopefully it was helpful. Brad Williams, Excel Prime.